Hey guys, I'm Patty Post with Sweat House. I am the entrepreneur that really has no business being an entrepreneur because I just ask everyone else for advice. But I feel like it's my passion, it's what I want to do. So if I know all of these smart people that have all of this advice, why not take it, right? So today I met with my insurance agent. He asked me to go out to lunch last week. Asked me and Andy actually. So we both went with him. Bud, you're the best. Chris Insurance. And when he asked me, I thought, why would I need insurance? What do I have to insure? Because right now, what I'm doing is really my R&D on my product. I'm getting the bottles, I'm sourcing the product, I'm doing the designs with a manufacturer in India for the towels. I'm meeting with the manufacturer for Saucha, and we're not shipping yet. So insurance to me seemed really silly, but it is quite the opposite. He gave me a lot to think about actually. And hopefully my video will give you a lot to think about. There are 4 different things that I am looking at now and that we'll put into action this week. The first one is product liability. If you're selling anything, you really should understand product liability and protect yourself. What Bud said, my favorite quote of the day was, "It's gonna happen, you have to plan for it." So even if, like my product, Saucha is a 100% natural product, it is unlikely to hurt anyone. But if someone develops a rash and if they know an attorney and they want to get to you bad enough, they are going to. And if you're not protected, you are going to leave your family, your house, all of your personal belongings at risk. And I'm unwilling to do that. So I'm looking at that from our 2 products. The second thing is the insurance with the manufacturer. For the one that we are having bottled in the U.S., that's something that when we sign off on a lot of those documents, you might not read the fine print. So I highly recommend sending those documents to your insurance because like he said, he's seen lots of them where he's said, oh, let's circle this, go back and ask them. And sure enough, all they do is change the wording so they accept the liability. The other piece is my insurance with my manufacturer in India. I need to make sure that when we're exchanging money and moving forward these transactions that we have this all buttoned down, which I don't right now, but I'm really confident that it's going to work out. I just have to follow the right steps. The other one is just shipment insurance. That's something with my background with UPS, I totally understand that, but for some reason, I didn't think of it. And he's absolutely right. What if my container gets water in it or the ship goes down? They throw everything off board and you lose it. So are you going to take that insurance and use it with a steamship line, or are you going to have it on a rider on your policy? Those are options that you can look at. And the last one, which is super important and it could bring you under super fast, is cyber liability. We've all heard about the Target breach. We probably all had to get new credit cards in January and February because of it. The same thing can happen to you. And only if you have 100 customers, if they break into your PayPal account and they take all of those 100 customers, they are going to accept you as the person holding the liability. And those customers are going to say, why don't you get me a credit report 4 times a year? Why don't you reimburse all of the money that was stolen? If you have 100 customers, I mean, you could be under $100,000. So those are the topics that we covered today. I'm sure there's a lot more that we need to cover, but I just think it's really important, and was a huge learning curve for me, and we'll see how I'll do some more on it later. So that's me, Sweat House, trying to build a brand here and a company, and thanks for taking the time to listen. Talk to you later. Bye.